counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports, right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Power Sports, Earthwise Pet, and Chelan Douglas Casa. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
To beautiful East Wenatchee, Washington, site of today's encounter between the Cascade Kodiaks and the Eastmont Wildcats. Hi again, I'm Sebastian Moraga. Alongside me, as always, is our soccer expert, Matt Wisen. And what a game we have for you today, folks. On one side, Eastmont off to a great start, undefeated. And on the other side, the Kodiaks off of a really tough game against Wenatchee, but still with a fairly respectable record. So it should be a dandy today.
Yeah, both teams look like they're really excited to get this going. I don't blame them. The weather's absolutely stunning today, and what a great day for soccer. So I know Cascade, they're wanting to get a little bit of that bad taste out of their mouth. They kind of they had a couple chances, but not really many. They struggled at Wenatchee, and they learned lots of lessons though. And I'm sure they're going to be correcting some of those issues and bringing their A game today. Absolutely.
They won't lack for energy. They won't lack for effort on both sides. When we come back, we will have the keys to the game, the starting lineups, and interviews with the head coaches of both teams. You will not want to miss this one. It's Eastmont against Cascade. Don't go away.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Welcome back to East Wenatchee, site of today's encounter between the Kodiaks of Cascade High School and the Eastmont Wildcats. Right next to me is the head coach of Eastmont, Vidal Hurtado. Coach, welcome as always. Thank you. And what challenges does a team like Cascade, who's also having a strong start to their season, present for you today?
It's a team that we haven't seen in the past. I have not seen in the past with the girls, so we'll be able to adjust on the fly, but not knowing how they play, who the players are, who to mark, all those things present a challenge for us.
Absolutely. Now, you had a very strong offensive performance against Moses Lake, repeated that against Kashmir. How do you feel about the strong start of your offense in particular this early in the season?
Man, our biggest accomplishment is we're creating a lot of opportunities. We need to clean it up a little bit more. Because we can make more. We can make more goals with the amount of opportunities that we're creating. So I feel very, very confident in their ability. Again, our biggest success is creating opportunities throughout the game, all game long. So we just got to make sure that we finish.
All right. Thank you very much. That was Coach Vidal Hurtado, head coach of the Eastmont Wildcats. When we come back, we'll have the head coach of the Kodiaks, Javier Reina, and a whole lot more here on the NCWLIFE Channel Network. Thank you for being with us.
By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Chelan Douglas Casa is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
Welcome back to East Wenatchee, side of the game between the Kodiaks of Cascade and the Wildcats of Eastmont. Next to me is the head coach of the Kodiaks, Javier Reina. How are you, Javier? Good to see you, coach. And, well, the first thing that comes to mind immediately is you've had a little bit of everything. Lots of restrictions that we're all going through. You had a canceled game against OMAC. You've had a penalty kick shootout against Kashmir, some wins, some losses. How are you keeping the focus of what seems to be, at first sight, a very young team?
We just keep working. That's what I tell the girls to look at this our battery as a good, and take it a good thing and make it a good thing so we can keep fighting and working hard.
Now, what kind of challenges does a team like Eastmont present today?
Coach Hurtado is one of the greatest coaches in the valley, and his teams are pretty good. So they're going to be strong, they're going to come strong, and they're going to fight for every ball. So that's what we're preparing for.
Now, the last time we talked, we had just witnessed a tremendous performance by your goalkeeper, Fernandez. But she was very distraught after the game. How did you get her off the canvas after that tough loss against Wenatchee?
Yeah, girls are emotional, and they go through those up and down things. I talked to her after the game, and then we talked about it again at practice, and she's back at it. She's a strong lady, and she's back to it.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. That was Javier Reina, head coach of the Cascade Kodiaks. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups, the keys to the game, and a whole lot more here on NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance, take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
We're just about ready to start this contest between the Cascade Kodiaks of Leavenworth and the Eastmont Wildcats of sunny East Wenatchee, Washington. Sebastian Moraga on the call, Matt Wisen on the expert analysis, and let's jump right into it with the starting lineups. First, the visiting Cascade Kodiaks. On goal, number 1, Nayeli Fernandez. Defenders, number 10, Stella Johnson. Number 11, Cassidy Gillespie. Number 12, Jocelyn May. And number 17, Annie Jenkins. Midfielder, number 19, Maddie Gillespie. Number 15, Rory Swoboda. Number 13, Edie Walker. And number 2, Molly Weiser. Forwards, number 6, Maya Herrera. And number 9, Jalen Reinhardt. Head coach, Javier Reina, assisted by Stephanie Samudio. Now, the Eastmont Wildcats. On goal, number 1, Superfry, Cora Fry. Number 1, the goalkeeper. Number 5, defender Ellie Little. Number 14, defender Annalise Bauman. Number 19, defender Adriana Klinkenberg. Midfielders, number 22, Paige Fisher. Number 21, Riley Fisher. Number 14, Annalise Bauman. Number 11, I beg your pardon, Giovanna Ramirez. Number 12, Kendall Flanagan. And number 18, Kylie May-Trichett. Forwards, number 13, Jaden Brown. And number 10, Megan Chandler. The head coach, the one, the only, Vidal Hurtado, assisted by Letty Fisher, Matthew Kimmel, go Cougs, Eric Duffy, Robert Martinez, and Justin Garalde. The referees today, center referee Jaime Abarca, assisted by Federico Chatal and Christine Moreau.
Number 5, Ada Robbins. Number 6, Maya Herrera.
While the loudspeakers recite the starting lineups, let's turn our attention to this fine gentleman to my left, Mr. Matt Wisen, and ask him, what does Cascade have to do to get away from here with a win?
Well, first of all, fine gentleman. Wow, thank you. Okay, I haven't been called that in a while, so I'll take it.
He's blushing like a tomato, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, well, Cascade, I think they need to kind of settle down a little bit and work on their organization. What are they trying to accomplish? at Wenatchee, they were a little rushed in getting the ball out of their own end and playing the ball forward, but it didn't really seem like they had a plan what they're going to do with it once they got into the opponent's half. So have a plan, focus on that, and work as a unit. And Eastmont, I mean, they're kind of clicking on all cylinders right now.
They certainly are, yes.
And what do you do if you're Eastmont? So you just keep on trying to work on speed of decision making, speed of play, and supporting your teammates in play.
Absolutely. The starting lineup continue to be recited, so let's take a look at what is making possible this broadcast for all of us. First of all, our thanks go to Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, home of the lifetime warranty. At Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, customer satisfaction is #1, so stop by today. Our thanks go to Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. Great service with a personal touch. That is their commitment to you. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa provides a different kind of full-service care that gives their clients peace of mind. Visit their showroom today. Our thanks also go to Shalane Douglas, court-appointed special advocates for children. Shalane Douglas Casa, proud sponsor of NCWLIFE Sports. And lastly for now, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Enjoy your day at Highlander Golf Course. Reserve your next tea time or plan a party in one of our simulator rooms. You don't have to be a member to dine in style. Give them a call today. Now, Matt, one thing that you mentioned is they found themselves, Cascade that is, they found themselves on their heels early on against Wenatchee. Chances are they're going to face the same kind of pressure today, no?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think Eastmont has shown a little bit more firepower than Wenatchee so far this year. And you know, Jaden and Megan working up top together just really have that chemistry and just putting keepers, opponents keepers, you know, in the bullseye and in the pressure cooker.
Yeah.
From the get-go. So I don't see why we're going to see anything different today. Those two ladies are going to get after it.
Yeah. Now, will the then is the national anthem time? Thank you very much, Matt. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, the opening kickoff.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs, and a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue or visit online at savemart.net. Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor.
I'm Mike. And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the Doghouse?
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
To Eastmont High School, site of today's encounter between the Wildcats of Eastmont and the Kodiaks of Cascade. Right before the break, I was asking Matt whether experience would play a factor today. We have a senior and junior laden team for Eastmont and a very young squad for the Kodiaks.
Yeah, definitely will. Home field advantage too. I mean, right now, early season, this pitch is playing pretty well. But, you know, just it's a new pitch for Cascade. Just like the Apple Bowl was relatively new for them, too, and on the artificial turf. fields play differently, and so it's going to take typically a team like the visiting team a little while to get acclimatized.
All right. Eastmont from right to left. Cascade just started the action here from left to right. Cascade decked in white and red. Eastmont in Columbia blue, not baby blue like I said last time, doing their thing in the opposite direction. Quickly, the first throw-in of the game favors the Wildcats. Quick rejection that time by Stella Johnson. Recovered by Eastmont, shading towards the center alley. Bit of a mixer there with Cascade trying to push the ball upfield. Johnson. A quick touch down the flank. Off to the races we go. Well surrounded ball. Good job shielding it by the back line of the Wildcats. And there's Cora Fry. The clock has taken one full circle already. We're in minute 10 in the first half. Bit of a backspin to that goal kick. Walker. Bauman. And with more urgency than style, ball sent out of bounds. It will be Cascade ball.
Down in the abyss there, the difficult corner to see from the booth.
I don't know what you're talking about. He said climbing onto a stool and sticking his neck out. Swoboda on the throw-in, recovered by the Wildcats. Stella Johnson, May. Ball sent out of bounds again. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Tied at 0-0. Brown. Flanagan. A quick give and go. Riley Fisher. Flanagan. Deep ball for Jaden Brown. Shot across. Bounces off a defender, in this case Annie Jenkins, and it's a corner kick for the Wildcats. First corner kick of the game for either team. And let's see if the home team can capitalize on this opportunity. Far post. Top of the box now. Trying to clear it away was Walker. Pushing it way upfield. This could be good for a through ball. Weiser. Off to the races she is. Sent out of bounds. I thought the ball would favor the Kodiaks. Referee says otherwise. It will be Eastmont ball on a free kick. There must have been something that the referee saw that he didn't care for, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either, but they can be pretty sneaky sometimes with their grabs and pushes, so definitely can't see them all.
What, in soccer? Surely you jest, sir.
The most honest sport in history.
Absolutely. Just ask Neymar.
And he'll tell you. The most honest sport.
We're back in action now with May Treichert, Riley Fisher, Klinkenberg, rejected by Cassidy Gillespie. Trying again are the Wildcats at midfield. Maya Herrera. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eastmont ball. 4 minutes 28 on the clock. The throw-in by Klinkenberg. There she is again. The touch to Brown. Rejected by May. Molly Weiser, good takeaway by Little. Bauman. Back to Fry. Cascade trying to put a little bit of pressure there. Good triangulation. Ramirez. There's Giovanna. Across midfield, the Wildcats go. Smart through ball that time, looking to connect with Chandler. Interrupted by Annie Jenkins. Klinkenberg. Delivery doesn't work. Over to swipe things up is Ramirez. Taken back once again by Robbins. Deep run on the right side. Chandler tries to sail past Cassidy Gillespie. Shot across through the legs of the defender. Eastmont trying again. Right-footed shot by Klinkenberg, doesn't prosper. Weiser, sort of acting as a escape valve of sorts for the Cascade Kodiaks early on. Lots of balls have gone to her side of the field, trying to make it across midfield and into Eastmont territory. 6 minutes, 21 seconds into this first half of play. We're still tied at 0-0. Deep run down the flank. Shot across. Not a major problem for Nayeli Fernandez.
I was going to say, our view has changed here a little bit since last season we were here doing broadcasts. And look over there, and what do you see? This changed.
What do I see?
The futsal court.
Oh, is that what that is? All right.
The Valley in the last year has quietly opened up 2 futsal fields.
Good through ball that time, and Fernandez before number 12 Flanagan could reach up to it. Matt Wisen, continue, please. This is good news, bud.
Yeah, and they have been going almost 24/7 since they've been open, and getting lots of use. It's not surprising, since when I was even way back in the day with the Wenatchee Soccer Club board. Back then, the Valley had, we were saying, more soccer players than the top 2 or 3 high school sports combined, and yet the fewest had 0 dedicated facilities at the time. Wow! And so it's nice to see these opening up and giving these people a chance to play some more.
Yeah, absolutely. Always delight to see soccer and its cousins experience some growth, not just in the Valley, but basically everywhere. And we're now on the move with the Wildcats pushing the ball upfield. Ramirez on the mark. Maya Herrera recovering for Robbins. Back to Weiser, interrupted by the Wildcats. May Trichit. On the mark is Jocelyn May, recovered by the Wildcats once again. Defensive labor by Jenkins with a bit of trouble there, under some pressure. Ball goes out of bounds. Assistant referee says it's the Kodiaks that will put it back in play. We're about to have a substitution here. Looks like Jalen make that. Let's see. I stand corrected. Kylie Rosen will enter the contest here shortly for the Wildcats. 9 minutes on the dot. First half still tied at 0-0. Flanagan taken away nimbly by Cassidy Gillespie. Stopped that time by, looked like Klinkenberg. Ball goes out of bounds. Gillespie. Bit of a battle at midfield. Robbins. That one is Herrera. Good takeaway by Herrera. Even better one by Paige Fisher. Nice move by Fisher. What a move there, my Wisen.
Yeah, nice composure under pressure in her back, and just really got the ball out of there well.
Jaden Brown. Deep ball looking to connect with Chandler, who's been rather lonesome early on in this first half, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, Cascade's getting more numbers in the middle and kind of trying to slow down Eastmont there at their point of attack. And
good through all that time. Well, sorry to interrupt because here come the Wildcats, but the referee says that was an illicit maneuver, offside called, and the substitution coming this time for the Kodiaks.
Didn't bring your binoculars.
I certainly did. I just didn't put him take him out of my bag. Thank you for telling everybody, though. That was a nice touch.
Well, we are up here in nosebleed section. It's, I think even a young and spry person would have an issue with finding these numbers at this elevation and distance.
There she is. And, of course, number 19, Maddie Gillespie. There's Gillespie. Flanagan on the push. Trying again was Rosen. There is Jaylene Reinhardt. Weiser. Good battle there near the corner. Shot across. Referee says it's Eastmont ball. 11 minutes, 42 seconds in this first half of play. Folks, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Doghouse Motorsports, now featuring the full line of on- and off-road Husqvarna motorcycles, and Sangster Motors. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. There's Flanagan. Interrupted by Gillespie, sent out of bounds, throw in for the Wildcats. Taking care of this throw in, it looks like it will be Flanagan herself. Waiting for the touch is Chandler. Is going to go for Brown, and now Chandler. On the mark is Annie Jenkins, taken away. Ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what the referee says. It will be a goal kick for Cascade. 12 minutes 43, and we're still tied at 0-0. I gotta be honest with you, Matt. I thought we'd see more firepower early on from Eastmont, something similar to what we saw against Moses Lake.
Yeah, Eastmont's just kind of they have opportunities, but they're just not quite clicking. They're playing balls to feet instead of in behind. So from the midfield, they're kind of getting stuck there. There's two things going on. They're dribbling a lot in the midfield, and Cascade has really committed a lot of numbers into the middle to try and slow Eastmont down. And they get hung up, and things just aren't quite clicking there, and Cascade's able to get in behind the ball once Eastmont slows down. And then if Eastmont does have the ball around the midfield, they're not necessarily – they're spacing behind Cascade's line earlier on, and they're playing the balls to the feet of the forwards instead of in behind to let the forwards run onto the ball. It seems like they're just not quite recognizing that or quite there yet.
Kayla Raymond has entered the contest for the Eastmont Wildcats. She sports good golly. Excuse me. She sports number 20. Good ball that time with some space, getting that left foot ready. And before Ms. Fisher can deliver the shots, it's cleared away by the back line of Cascade. Trying again for the Wildcats is Bauman. Bauman gets past one. Trying to touch it for Brown. Brown off to the races now with Jenkins. Brown prevailing. Corner kick-ish type kick for the Wildcats, blocked by Gillespie. Trying again is Rosen. Good through ball that time. Referee says it's a goal kick. Looked like a corner kick to me, but I don't have the flag or the whistle, so we'll go with the experts. And the Kodiaks, via Miss Nayeli Fernandez, will put the ball back in play. 14 minutes, 57 seconds in this first half of play. Eastmont and Cascade. Cascade and Eastmont tied at 0-0. Goal kick. The pivoting header sending it out of bounds. It will be, once again, Cascade ball. And once again, the ball goes out of bounds after a bit of a mixer there between the right back. It looks like Miss Little over there. And Maya Herrera, and it's Herrera taking care of this throw-in. Trying to connect with Molly Weiser. Recovered by the Wildcats. There's Herrera. Johnson. Back to the Wildcats now. Now putting some speed now. Across midfield. Calling for the throw-in for Miss Raymond. And Coach Wisen here can't help himself but begin pointing things out with his arms. It's...
Yeah, nervous fingers and nervous hands. This viewpoint up here, I mean, for watching soccer is great because you see a lot of things, and you see a lot of things. That
I don't blame you, man. It's entertaining. It's like watching a soccer-loving mime. Fisher. That one is Brown. Brown. Good through ball that time. Interesting maneuver. Goal, 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 goal.
Placed it to the lower right.
Nice shot. A bit of a miscue there for the back line of the Kodiaks, and Miss Kendall Flanagan opens the scoring. Matt Wisen.
Yeah, the back line was pretty flat there and had some room in behind, and that ball did get on through, and just where we needed, or Eastmont needed that. Good finish with the keeper running out at you, and good job keeping the ball low and on frame, and just squeaked it into the keeper.
1-0 Eastmont. Kendall Flanagan on the tally. There's Raymond. We'll see how the Kodiaks respond. The ball almost took Flanagan's head off just now.
Just got to get your head up a little earlier and recognize before you commit.
Throwing for the Kodiaks. Cassidy will take it.
Gillespie with the throw-in. Is that a worrisome sign, Matt Wisen, over there on that gurney-looking thing?
Yeah, Megan's getting attended to. I'm not
Megan
sure.
Chandler?
She's got a quad issue going on. Coach Vidal was saying that some of his players had some dents and dings coming in.
Yep.
He didn't think it would result in much game time loss, but it does pay a toll after a while.
Good through ball that time. On the right side now, shot across, and it sails over the crossbar.
Very little shot.
Yeah,
good effort that time.
Eastmont's starting to recognize that space in behind there and making a little better passes now.
Looks like Kylie Rosen on that shot.
Kendall will be taking the corner kick.
Whenever I say her last name, it reminds me of this beautiful place over on the west side in Skagit County, the Rosen Garden, where they have all the tulips.
Yeah, my stepmom helped to manage that whole deal for a while.
No kidding.
Yeah, she's a master gardener and moved back to the Skagit Valley in the early 90s with my dad. Back to her hometown. And,
she from Lacana or?
Well, Mount Vernon area.
Oh, okay.
Actually, her parents have family has property out on Shaw Island, but spent a lot of time in the Skagit Valley, and obviously with all the flowers, did lots of that kind of stuff. Being a master gardener.
Johnson and May trying to get across midfield, recovered nimbly by the Wildcats. Now playing inside the center circle was May Trichit. Raymond can't quite control it. Edie Walker stolen right back by Flanagan. The touch for Brown. Brown, right-footed shot, and the stop by Fernandez.
Good idea. The ball I think the defender just kind of deflected out a little bit, but the keeper was off her line a little bit. A little more oomph on that, and I think she gets in.
Herrera. Robbins. Opening the game up, looking to connect with Edie Walker. Nice job on the defense by Eastmont. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Kodiak ball. The Kodiaks are trailing the Wildcats 1-0. Substitution, I believe?
Correct.
Yes. Numbers, is it?
16.
Oh, ponytails. You killed me. Number 16 for the Eastmont Wildcats. That will be Ellie Praiser. Let's make a note of that before I forget.
You know, back in the day, ponytails didn't always belong to just girls.
True story, especially in the 80s. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic mullets that they were.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had quite the mullet, right?
Oh, of course. Of course.
did you have the perm to go with it?
No, I for the longest time in my childhood, I had the Prince Valiant haircut, you know, like Beatles haircut, kind of like that. Yeah, that was me. Very popular with the girls, as you can imagine.
Oh yeah. Obviously, yeah.
21 minutes, 12 seconds. If you're listening, just kidding, honey.
I'm sure that's what attracted her to you.
We were living in different continents at the time, sir. I don't think so. 21-28.
Still must have heard about you.
Things are getting kind of silly out here, folks.
Word travels far.
There's the throw-in. Flanagan sending it right back out. Ball will favor the Kodiaks now. 21-52. Taking care of it is Edie Walker. The header by Weiser. Now the Wildcats on the move. Flanagan. Brown trying to take it away. Does whistle on the play. Foul called as the marker Annie Jenkins almost hit the deck. So it will be a free kick for the Kodiaks. If she had managed to steal that ball cleanly, it was the sky was the limit for that play, Matt Wisen. She had nothing but real estate in front of her except for Miss Fernandez back there.
Just breaking free, and not many people can keep up with Miss Brown on a full sprint.
Now it's Weiser battling it out, and Bauman sending it to the throw-in. Weiser, right-footed shot. Oh, that was a good idea. That was a good idea. Perhaps a little too much intensity on that kick from Stella Johnson for Robbins to be able to control it and send it in. Substitution for Eastmont once again. Taking care of this one will be Elizabeth Arevalo, number 8, entering the contest. 23-35. We're just past the first half of the first half here at Eastmont High School. Off to the races on the right side is Edie Walker. Swept away by Arevalo. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for the Kodiaks. "24 minutes on the dot. The ball go out of bounds. The referee says it did. It will be a goal kick for Eastmont, which now lead the Kodiaks by a score of 1-0 and have since minute 17, thanks to a tally by Kendall Flanagan.
Quick shout out to my son's team who's playing right now in the Apple Bowl. Wenatchee FC boys 03, 0-0 right now in the first half, and the boys 03 playing a team from Spokane, Washington East, the 02 birth year team. And
doing
well so far.
All right, Wisen boys.
Hopefully.
Is the missus there watching them?
She is helping manage today. Still no visitors allowed at that game.
Oh, okay.
But able to keep tabs as she's doing the COVID responsibilities and stuff like that.
All right. Deep run down the right side. Off to the races we go. Waiting for it is Flanagan. To her it goes. And the shot is stopped by Fernandez. I was expecting the offside flag myself, Matt Wise, and I do not blame you for that. Play continued. Flag stayed down, and Miss Fernandez put a stop to the danger.
Yeah, slight change in the offside law.
You've got to be kidding me, really?
No, a couple years back, and it's still being kind of played out. It still seems like it's new, whereas the flag doesn't automatically come up upon the pass being made when the player's offside. They kind of let things play out before they call it offside now. It can make it, especially for fans, it can be very frustrating because you got a lot of fans screaming at the refs, offside. But then the refs are like, yeah, I know about it. Just give me a second, and then the flag comes up. And
it's the platypus of soccer, the offside rule.
Yep.
25:57 on the clock. Stella Johnson pushing the ball upfield. Bit of a collision there. Referee says play on. Paige Fisher going across midfield now. Arevalo taken back. A deep ball almost gets the Wildcats into trouble. Good stop by Superfry.
Superfry, huh? That does. I haven't heard that one. It's fitting.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. 26:40. Whistle on the play. Substitution coming for the Kodiaks, I believe. Let's see what Mr. Reina decides to send, or rather who Mr. Reina decides to send onto the pitch. And it looks like number 12, at least it does up here in Mount Everest. That will be Jocelyn May returning to the pitch. Pivoting header that time. Swoboda. Little. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Eastmont ball, and it is. 27-27 on the clock. Jordan Brown, shot across, bounces off Annie Jenkins. Flag is up. Flag is up yet again. Let's see what the assistant referee says. He's saying free kick for the Kodiaks.
Free kick for the Kodiaks.
27:55. Folks, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors here. People who make this broadcast possible. Let's start with Wenatchee Power Sports, proud sponsor of NCWLIFE Sports, now featuring Polaris, Yamaha, KTM, and Beta sales, parts, and service available at Wenatchee Power Sports. August Edge Real Estate, your personal real estate agency with full service offered at just a 2% listing fee. And I'm going to get this right. Jeffers, Danielson, Son, and Aylward attorneys serving the Wenatchee Valley with the finest professional services since 1946. We're back in action now. The shot and the stop by Miss Fernandez as we approach the 29th minute of play. If I'm Javier Reina, I have to be satisfied with the way things are going so far. They're not getting run over by Eastmont. In fact, they've done a good job of frustrating Eastmont. We've barely seen Megan Chandler at all, and a 1-0 result, or rather score, halfway through the first half, or 30 minutes into the first half.
Game feels a lot like the Wenatchee game.
It does, a little bit, yeah. And now it's Megan Chandler's turn to enter the contest now, replacing, it looks like, Jaden Brown.
I think if you're Eastmont, you just want to avoid being lulled to sleep. And, what I mean is just don't – things are coming easy, but then they're kind of losing focus. And we saw that with Wenatchee, and late in the game, Cascade just about got the tying goal. He's got to keep that foot on the pedal.
Is that a tactic? Kind of like lull you to sleep and then hit with a quick counter?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you don't want to roll over and lull the team to sleep that way. But defensively, playing the counter attack game is definitely a strategy.
Oh, no, I understand that part. I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking about lowering the tempo enough that the other team kind of like lets down on the pressure, lets down on the throttle a little bit. Little. Flanagan. Paige Fisher. May Treichit. Riley Fisher. Good movement of the ball. The shot. Bit of a collision there. Everybody seems to be doing okay. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Eastmont ball. I really like how they started gaining on the Kodiaks and moving the ball, pushing it, switching positions. I really like how they connected that at that time. The result wasn't what they expected, but it definitely looked promising, Matt.
Yeah, they're getting a little better movement now.
The shot, oh my goodness! That's a shot and a half by Miss Kendall Flanagan that sails wide.
Yeah, the keeper has been coming up and offer line a little bit.
a little bit yeah.
early.
Yeah.
And, that was a solid shot. Definitely clanked that post. But back to what Eastmont's doing, they are connecting more passing. They were getting stuck dribbling a little bit too much, and as soon as they're connecting with that pass, especially like a target player up top, Cascade is collapsing on that player quickly. But instead of holding and dribbling at that point, Eastmont's making the second pass, and that's when things are really opening up.
Yeah. Now we just saw Cascade's Maddie Gillespie almost offer a corner kick, missing on that clearing. The ball slinked. The ball got past her. You understand what I'm saying, folks. And almost ended up costing the Kodiaks a shot from the corner. 32 minutes, 18 seconds into this first half. And oh my goodness, a bit of a slip there. The Kodiaks still trailing Eastmont 1-0. Top of the box. Getting that left foot ready. Doesn't quite work as expected. Counter in the making. This could be interesting. Deep ball that time for Molly Weiser. Defensive maneuver by Bauman. It's 1-on-1 between those two right now. Ball sent out of bounds, and the Kodiaks will put it back in play.
A very good read by Bauman to come and beat the attacker to that ball in the 50-50 ball. It looks promising initially, but Bauman has been a silent hero I can't say silent, but an unsung hero for Eastmont's defense this year. They really
very steady back there.
Very steady back
Very steady. Throw in. Ball goes out of bounds once again. It will be Kodiak ball. Taking care of it will be Jocelyn May. Into a sea of blue jerseys. Little. Praiser. Bit of a give and go there. Paige Fisher. Flanagan. Waiting to see who moves up with her. Bit too long for Riley Fisher. Trying to push it upfield was Reinhardt, taken back by the Wildcats. May Treichit. Rejected. Rosen. Across midfield we go. Little. Hanging back. Now pushing forward. Bit of a ping-pong game at times. Not a lot of clarity. A lot of effort, though. Little and Fisher. Fisher and Chandler. Off to the races we go. First on it is Maddie Gillespie. It will go out of bounds now. And there will be a substitution, actually a couple of them, both for the Cascade Kodiaks. Looks like number 13, Edie Walker, has re-entered the contest. We'll tell you who the other player is in a second. Looks like Maya Herrera. 35 minutes, 21 seconds, just a handful of minutes away from the halftime break, with Cascade trailing Eastmont 1-0. Good turnaround move by Riley Fisher. Taken back by Stella Johnson. Good takeaway by Brown. Left-footed shot. Good job by Brown that time. All the way back for Bauman. And Cora Fry. Rosen. Taken back by Stella Johnson, however, nobody in the area code. Ball goes to Fry. Rosen. Pushing it upfield a little bit for Fisher. Nice maneuver that time. She knows what to do with the ball on her feet. I tell you that, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, she's been around the block a few times. Definitely has received some good coaching and a good quality player.
Chandler. Flanagan with a bit of room. Not too much now. All of a sudden finds herself under siege. The push upfield by Chandler pays no dividends. And it's Ms. Fernandez with the stop. Is that Mike Bonnickson over there? From the Wenatchee World? In the gray shirt?
I believe so.
Yeah. Quick shout out to Mike. Great guy. Terrific professional. Whistle on the play. And it will be Kodiak ball. 37 minutes, 5 seconds, and the clock seems to have stopped for some reason. So we're left to our own devices here at Aconcagua. The free kick taken care of by Cassidy Gillespie. There's Gillespie again. Oh, my goodness. That looked painful. Bit of a collision there. But Miss Gillespie is tough. She seems to be doing okay. Flanagan, good ball. Up to the races is Chandler. Chandler, and Fernandez. .37:05 on the clock. We said that. It stopped there. I'm not going to say that again. Do you anticipate a lot of injury time, Matt Wisen? I certainly do not.
No, I haven't seen anything that would
Fisher,
result in anything.
Fisher and Fisher. I apologize, Matt. Right footed pass to the right corner of the field. Giovanna Ramirez can't quite get there. The Kodiaks put him back in action with a bit of trouble. Handball, it looked like.
Yep. Eastmont just needs to get back. I mean, they can press a little bit more than what they are. They're really, I think they're capable of getting a turnover if they can bring more numbers and commit to pressing defensively early on.
Referee demanding the 10 yards, or if you like metric, the 9 meters 15. Right-footed shot. Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness, and a stunner. And a rare miscue by Miss Fernandez results in the second goal for the Eastmont Wildcats.
Wildcats are up 2-0.
Right at the edge of the break. Right at the edge of the break, Miss Jaden Brown makes matters 2-0. Matt Wisen, that's unusual. We hadn't seen Miss Fernandez make a miscue like that. That's unusual for her.
Yeah, great shot. But she almost, if we go back earlier in this first half where she came out early and Jaden just hit that one. She has been coming off her line a little bit early. And I think she was moving forward towards that shot when it came off Jaden's foot. And I think the same thing happened here. And Jaden just had a little bit more air under it and a little more power on it. Fantastic shot.
As my dad used to say, even the greatest can fall sometimes. And that is the whistle that tells us that this first half is now part of the vintage section of the store. The Kodiaks are trailing the Eastmont Wildcats by a score of 2-0. Don't go away.
Don't worry, all the fun is around the corner. There's no better time to get ready than now with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa Spring Sale. Stock Up and Save sale is now going on in-store and online at BlueLagoonPoolandSpa.com. Even pool heaters are on sale. Financing available upon approval. Credit 24-month, no interest with equal payments. Stop by today or order online at BlueLagoonPoolandSpa.com. Free water testing available in-store or curbside. Going on now through June 1st.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their Laser Shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row. Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor. I'm Mike.
And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the doghouse?
To East Wenatchee, beautiful sunny East Wenatchee, site of today's encounter between the Kodiaks of Cascade and the Wildcats of Eastmont. Sebastian Moraga on the call, Matt Wisen on the expert analysis. It's halftime with Eastmont leading 2-0, and I have to say, Matt, that it is difficult for me to say because I know Javier and I respect him a lot, but I'm a little surprised at perhaps how hard it's been for Cascade to push number forward at times during the first half. At the same time, kudos on their defense. They were able to isolate some of the big playmakers for Eastmont for long stretches of the game, and if it wasn't for one unfortunate miscue near the end of the first half, we're going into the break 1-0. It's 2-0 right now, but still, I think it's been a very tight, hard-fought game.
Yeah, for the most part. Eastmont scores goals in bunches.
True.
And they were starting to get some more confidence and looks at goal later on as the game developed. Cascade has been getting numbers forward, but they just haven't been doing anything with it when they get up there.
Absolutely.
Kind of run out of gas. Not really run out of gas, but they just don't really have much of a plan. Their shape in attack isn't quite right. There's no depth to their supporting characters. So they just go forward, but they don't have the ability to drop and swing the ball to the other side, change the point of attack, and they're not really getting much width on the attack. If they do, they just don't have any numbers in the box. So you've got to be better organized and have some kind of a plan what you want to attack as an offensive team for Cascade. So it'll come. I mean, it is a young team, and it's his first year with this team, and a tall order for any coach coming on to a new team, and then you throw in COVID, and you get a week to put together your team before games start, and let alone really have a game plan and play. Whereas Eastmont's had most of that in the process throughout the whole deal, so they kind of already had lines of communication, already had a game plan set, which they were able to put emails out and have players work on things throughout this whole deal. And I don't necessarily think that was the case with some of these newer coaches in what we're seeing this year.
And let's not forget the most one of the most basic facts about this clash today. It's a 1A school going up against a much bigger school. Eastmont is 3A or 4A?
I believe they're 4A.
4A. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of times you might see on starting 11s, 1A versus 4A, you might see they match up pretty well. As soon as you start throwing subs in and depth of bench, generally speaking, it's where you're going to really see a lot of I guess, favor in the side of the larger school who has
there's a much bigger gap in the level of quality of player between starters and bench players at the little school than at the big school.
Correct. And whereas Eastmont typically has 3 full teams, a varsity, a second team, and a third team, and they're able to pull from all 3 of those. And a lot of times, like you said, the difference between a varsity player and a second or third team player is not as big. And whereas a 1A school sometimes has a second team, not always.
C team is a rarity.
Certainly pretty rare to have a C team.
Yeah.
Just it's when you get later on, you start getting injuries, all this stuff. I mean, it really does present special challenges to the smaller teams when you're going to go up against the larger team.
Absolutely. But still a 2-0 first half for Eastmont over the Kodiaks in what's been a hard-fought contest here at beautiful East Wenatchee, Washington. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have 40 more minutes of top-notch soccer action for you. This is NCWLIFE Channel. Don't go away.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter real estate agent show you the difference.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available in the GMC Sierra.
To Eastmont High School. We're just about to start the second half of play with Cascade going from right to left in white and red, and Eastmont starting the action here from left to right in Columbia blue.
Nice.
I'm on fire! We're back in action, folks. Esto comienza, señores. A quick touch downfield by Megan Chandler. Now it's Little. Fisher. Bowman with a bit of trouble. Superfry. The through ball, looking for Chandler, doesn't quite prosper. The header by Johnson suffers a similar fate. Rosen battling it out with Maddie Gillespie. Flag is up. Christine Marol says...
A little bit of shove in the back there.
It's so good to have somebody who speaks referee. That's awesome, because I was like, she's patting herself on the back. It was like, congratulations, good call. What's going on?
When she saw her raise the flag and shake it,
yeah,
it was a clockwise motion to the shake, and that means shove in the back. And if it was a counterclock, it'd be shove in the front.
Oh, get out of town. I'm gullible. I'm not that gullible. We were playing soccer with my son the other day, and he was trying to take the ball away from me, and he said, look, is that Halley's Comet? And I actually looked. So yeah, I know gullible.
It's up there somewhere.
41 minutes, 34 seconds. I don't know about you, but we're having a heck of a lot of fun up here, folks. Whistle on the play. Handball. It will be an indirect free kick for the ladies from East Wenatchee. Cora Fry, nudging it upfield a little bit for, looks like Bauman. Klinkenberg, Bauman. Across midfield we go. Wisen, taken back by Stella Johnson. Gillespie. Swoboda. Off to the right for Cassidy Gillespie. Chasing after it for Eastmont is Flanagan. Touch to the back. Center shot, cross shot. Doesn't quite prosper. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Eastmont ball. 42-42 on the clock. 2 minutes and change into this second half of play, with Eastmont leading the Kodiaks of Cascade by a score of 2-0. Wisen. Recovered by the Kodiaks. Swoboda. That doesn't quite work. Fisher on the take back. Backing up all the way to Bauman. Klinkenberg. Upfield. With some room for Matrajcic. Bounces off Weiser. Matrajcic. Weiser battling it out. Yours, mine, yours. And something tells me Coach Hurtado is displeased about something, or perhaps he was just stretching. What do you think, Matt?
Probably stretching.
All right.
I haven't seen him. You ever seen him upset about anything?
No, he is pretty chill. He is pretty chill. Yeah.
I've seen quite an array of coaches. I've seen clipboards being broken in half, and everything in between from that to laying on sleeping, laying on the ground sleeping. So
yeah, the master of that was the great late Colin Power.
Yeah, we mostly had him as a referee.
Really? You missed out, pal.
Yeah.
You missed out. He would go after mascots, referees, reporters. No, he was always super kind to me. And to most of my colleagues, as far as I can tell. There's Wisen, good maneuver, into the box, shot across. Let's see if somebody can connect. It's going to be Wisen herself trying again. Fisher, good idea. Brown, to the birds. 44-59, make that 45 on the dot. And Eastmont with a little more oomph to their attack here early on in the second half, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, I like how they kind of went counter to the play a lot on that, where they would have direction of play going one direction and then switch it quickly and let the defenders kind of do this crisscrossing as the defense was moving up. Eastmont was able to get in behind, and then right when the cross was coming in. So that was a little different than what we've seen in the first half.
One last Colin Power story. I was working for both the Leavenworth Echo and the Kashmir Valley Record at the time, so I had to cover both soccer teams. And we'll tell you more in a second, because there's Chandler, the shot. Chandler, and a stop by Fernandez. And every single time I had to go cover Cascade, Coach Powers would look at me and tell his team, "Here comes the spy. Everybody be quiet. Here comes the spy." He was a character.
Well, you were a spy back then.
I was not.
That's kind of my footnotes on you before I
This is a small valley, dude.
Yeah.
You're getting me
They're all saying, look for his little black book. It's got all the notes on the opposing team.
I think 6 years of broadcast should make it abundantly clear to the folks listening that I have no idea what I'm talking about.
But you got your right and left down finally.
Hey, that's progress,
and your
man.
colors.
That's progress. That's right. 46-44 on the clock. Throw in for Eastmont. A lot more attitude, a lot more intention on the attack by Eastmont here earlier in the second half. They lead the Kodiaks 2-0. There's Chandler with a little more optimism than accuracy on that shot. And we'll take this opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors that for making this broadcast possible. Of course, that is if I can find my sponsor sheet. And I cannot. So we're going to continue with the broadcast. Kodiak's moving the ball upfield, taken back by Wisen. She's had quite a game for someone who came off the bench. Fisher.
Yeah, she's getting good touches.
Maitraichit. Take away by the Kodiaks. Doesn't quite process. Oh, nice maneuver. That. Oh, another one. My goodness. I like that, man. When I see a player that knows how to treat the ball, oh, I don't care the level. College, high school, pro, semi-pro, rec league. I love it. I absolutely love it. I eat it with a spoon. Chandler, the pivoting header that time by Brown. Way to the back into Cascade territory. Bauman. From Klinkenberg now to Little. The touch upfield for Paige Fisher. Klinkenberg. Over to chase it for Cascade is Stella Johnson. She finds herself sandwiched between two Eastmont players. The referee says we will have none of that. Free kick for the Kodiaks. Laura Maunder Real Estate, rated the world's best real estate firm for the Wenatchee Valley in 2020. Free kick for the Kodiaks, top of the box. The clearing by Bowman. Gillespie. Bowman on the stop. Maitraichit across midfield. Good move that time. Interesting maneuver. Jaden Brown, Fernandez, and Brown cannot swipe it away. Fernandez prevails that time. 49:45 on the clock. And I have to say, Eastmont a lot closer to the 3-0 than the Kodiaks are to tightening things up, at least early in the second half, Matt Wisen.
Yeah.
Deep analysis there, pal.
Deep analysis.
Rosen.
The game is opening up quite a bit, and I think both teams are at the cusp of seeing a little bit more success. Cascade is playing a little not quite as fearful as they were in the first half, and Eastmont definitely speeding play up in their attacking third.
Herrera taken back by Little. Bauman, Fisher, Klinkenberg. On the mark is Robbins. Gets past her. Fisher. That's Paige Fisher. The through ball doesn't work. Herrera. Gillespie taken back by the Wildcats. That one's Little. Capital L. Fry. Klinkenberg. On the mark was Edie Walker. Gets past her. Now the stop by Johnson into Eastmont territory. Sent right back by the back line of the Wildcats. The through ball works nicely. Brown opening the game up. Left side. Flag is up. None of that will count.
Just that one little mistouch there slowed things down, and Flanagan was unable to hold her run and stay onside.
Goal kick for the Kodiaks.
It looked like number 22, I think, Paige Fisher on the shot across. Either Fisher or Flanagan. I'm not. My eyes are failing me at this time, folks.
I believe that's Flanagan.
It is Flanagan, number 12. Weiser. The through ball for Robbins, a bit too long. Not a problem for Cora Fry. Fry taking her time, draining a few more seconds from the clock. We are approaching the 52:30 mark here in East Wenatchee, Washington, with the Kodiaks of Cascade trailing the home team, the Wildcats, 2-0. The first goal in the 17th minute, courtesy of one Kendall Flanagan. The second goal in the 39th minute, a free kick that got away from the goalkeeper, giving Jaden Brown her first tally of the contest. 2-0 Eastmont over the Cascade Kodiaks. Folks, our thanks once again go to One Way Construction. One Way is a premier custom home builder and general contractor in North Central Washington. One Way Construction, your project, your way. Oh, a bit of a mistake there by the usually unflappable Ms. Bauman. On the move now is Herrera and Robbins. Good job by the back line of Eastmont, more specifically Bauman herself, shielding that ball, sending it out of bounds, or rather letting it go out of bounds. And it's Cora Fry.
Goal kick for the Wildcats.
On the goal kick. Nice move by Little. Fisher. Klinkenberg. With a bit of room there. Good ball. Good idea. If that had gotten past Cassidy Gillespie, it was Flanagan against the world there, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, definitely. Just got a toe on it just enough. Otherwise, a lot of room in behind, that's for sure. Seen that a few times this game.
Yeah, 54:31 on the clock. Shot across. Did it bounce off a defender? It certainly did. It will be a corner kick for the Eastmont Wildcats. By my count, at least the third corner kick for Eastmont. Let's see if this one prospers. Fisher, left-footed shot. Oh, good maneuver, trying to shake a marker off. Ultimately does. Shares with Brown. There goes Flanagan over to chase it. She will not get there. Let's see what the referee says. It will be Eastmont ball, it looks like.
Throw in for the Wildcats.
Throw in for the Wildcats. Bit of a mixer there. Lots of effort, not a lot of clarity there in that particular stretch. Over, nice takeaway by Molly Weiser. This could be interesting. They do not have numbers forward though. It's 1 against 4 at the moment, near the top of the box. Eastmont ultimately prevailing here. Opening the game up for Ramirez.
Ran for the Wildcats.
Ramirez trying to connect with someone at the heart of the box, blocked away by the Kodiaks. Fisher, Paige Fisher, leaving one behind, trying for two, can't do it. Annie Jenkins with more urgency than style, sending it out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Eastmont. 56:40 on the clock. Eastmont leading the Kodiaks 2-0. Jessica Ramirez. Brown. The stop by Fernandez with a teeny tiny bit of hesitation. Not a major problem for her, however. And once again, we see people having trouble with the goal kicks there, Matt Wisen. That one didn't go nearly as far as perhaps Fernandez had intended.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a theme for this year so far with a few teams we've watched.
Yeah. The good touch for Little with some room. Ramirez up ahead waiting for it. Instead it goes for Maddie Gillespie. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Eastmont. A lot of action on the right side of the field for Eastmont so far in the second half. There's Fisher.
Yeah,
defensive header by Stella Johnson. Matt Wisen, floor's yours.
That backdoor run, sorry to cut you off there, but that backdoor run is definitely opening up. You can see Eastmont, I think this is intentional here. They're playing the ball short a few times on the strong side of the field, and it's drawing lots of attention. You can see everyone at Cascade
just gathering
and looking at the ball on the side. Meanwhile, the back door, the far side, Eastmont's getting 2 or 3 players over there silently and then making runs in behind, waiting for that ball to come. There's about 15 yards in behind there that they're trying to exploit.
Ramirez.
That looks like a handball.
Matraichit. Fisher. Taken back by the Kodiaks, only temporarily. Whistle on the play. Tripping foul there. It should be Kodiak ball. And it will be. Annie Jenkins. And a yellow card. A yellow card for the Wildcat player. It looks like Miss Brown. I wonder if she said something that she didn't learn with Dora the Explorer.
Got a little chatty there, I think, and the referee didn't take kindly to it.
So in the 59th minute of play, the first yellow card we've seen since we started these broadcasts. This is our 3rd game. I think this is the first yellow card to a player that we've seen, Matt Wisen, so far since we've been back.
Can't recall.
We saw one player wear jewelry during the game, which cost the bench a yellow card for her team. But I think this is the first yellow card for a player that we've seen since we've been back. 60 minutes, actually make that 59:30 on the clock, and Eastmont still leading the Kodiaks 2-0.
And like the game or the club game I was at in Yakima a few weeks back, where there were several cards issued, including a straight red for violent conduct by the Yakima team.
A straight red, holy cow.
Yeah, it turns out you can't come after players and start throwing haymakers.
You can't?
No.
Let me write that one down. Stella Johnson, top of the box. All right, left-footed shot. Good idea, good effort by Robbins, but that one sails over the crossbar. This moment of the game brought to you by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available. Stop by their website, globalcarcare.net. And by Les Schwab Tires. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a
corner kick.
Corner kick.
So one of the rare Cascade.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think this is the first or second.
Corner kick.
Yeah, definitely their first one this half for sure. 60 minutes. 61 minutes now. Just had to wait a couple of ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Kodiak players inside the box, cleared away by the back line of Eastmont, and that one might be trouble, except there's a whistle on the play. The referee didn't care for that exchange, and it will be a free kick for the Kodiaks.
Free kick for the Kodiaks.
Looks like Cassidy Gillespie taking care of this one.
Taking it.
Top of the box. Reinhardt, cleared away by Eastmont. Trying again is Swoboda. Left-footed shot. This could be interesting. Touching back was May. Ramirez. Over to market was Reinhardt. Ball goes out of bounds. Kodiak ball. Jocelyn May on the throw-in. Into the box. Nobody in that zip code. Now farther across the center alley. Battling for it is Maddie Gillespie. Trying again for the Kodiaks is Cassidy Gillespie now. Bit of a mixer there. Jenkins into the box. And now Miss Fry hurries over to her right to chase that ball and put a stop to the danger. 62:40 on the clock. The Kodiaks trailing Eastmont 2-0. Both goals happening in the first half. I do believe we're going to see Ms. Jaden Brown return to the contest, although she's not holding a penny, so this may be a few minutes yet. Molly Weiser off to the races down the right flank. Weiser, everybody hits the deck, flag is up. Let's see what the referee calls. Calls Eastmont ball, and that player is having a little trouble getting up. Hopefully she's okay. We'll take this injury timeout to thank our sponsor, Confluence Health, high quality care close to home. Confluence Health is dedicated to improving our patients' health with safe, high quality care in 12 communities. She is still on her back. Now there's a trainer coming out. Let's see what's going on. They're examining her right shoulder area. And now one of the coaches will find his way over there. It looks like Vidal Hurtado himself.
This field's starting to get a little on the hard side. It definitely runs fast for a natural turf. And haven't had a fair amount of rain in quite a while. So, you know, maybe a week from now it's looking like some, but this field doesn't get a whole lot of irrigation in the spring. And we've seen before where the boys play, it can get pretty rough at times. And yeah, so we got a triple substitution coming on for Eastmont.
Yeah, it's going to be number 9, Rusin, number 13, Brown, back from her time on the bench after that yellow card, and number 16, Ellie Praiser. So 3 subs, 2 of them making her way back onto the pitch now. Actually, all 3 of them. It's just the players they're replacing are heading back to the bench. The third one is, of course, still being tended to. She is sitting up now, and Coach Hurtado is holding her left hand. Is she going to try to get up? She is going to try to get up.
Definitely Ginger. It looks like maybe a shoulder by the way she's supporting that upper body, but man, she's a good 100 yards away from me right now, so it's hard for me to tell.
She's walking very, very slowly.
I thought Eastmont had a cart, but they don't have a capability to transport anybody with this cart here.
No, it's pretty packed. They seem to be talking to her, which leads me to believe that she's at least alert.
Yeah, there's lots of things that can be going on right now. They could be doing concussion evaluation. They could be doing shoulder.
We're back in action now. Eastmont trying to get past and into midfield. Taken back by Swoboda, sending it out of bounds. It will be Eastmont ball. Praiser on the throw-in.
Praiser.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Kodiak ball. Bit of a battle there. Fisher and Stella Johnson.
Trying for the Wildcats. Ellie throws it in.
The injured player is number 19, Adriana Klinkenberg. We didn't want to take any guesses in order to not alarm anybody unnecessarily, so it's Adriana, and she's walking very slowly, favoring one of her arms, but
it's like an arm or a rib.
Yeah.
I don't want to project anything.
No.
She's in good hands with the medical staff.
Absolutely,
here.
absolutely. Move into the box by Robbins. Taken back by the Eastmont Wildcats. Praiser. That's Praiser. Fisher. Stolen by Stella Johnson. Whistle on the play. Let's see what the referee has called this one. It will be a free kick, it looks like, for the Kodiaks. Weiser, left-footed shot, and Miss Fry with the stop. 69 minutes, 4 seconds, just about 10 minutes away from the end of regulation, with a Cascade still trailing Eastmont, or rather Eastmont leading Cascade 2-0, and off to the races we go down the right side, but Ms. Brown can't quite catch up to that one. It will favor the Kodiaks via this upcoming throw-in. This moment of the game brought to you by Save Mart. Shop smart, shop local. Serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. Earthwise Pet. If your pet had a choice, they would choose Earthwise. And Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service and installation since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality installation, service, and repair. Good through all that time, but first, before anything could happen, Miss Fernandez slides and makes the stop.
That was a great read by the keeper there. That was a dangerous ball in.
That was.
Great play. Maybe just a hair timed a little slowly, but it looked very dangerous, and that keeper dealt with it as good as you can hope for.
It's been a good season for watching good goalkeepers play, folks. We've had Cora Fry put on a good show against Moses Lake, just missed out on the clean sheet that time by one penalty kick. And now we have her putting on another steady performance here against the Kodiaks. Then we had Miss Fernandez make all kinds of saves against Wenatchee a few days back.
Yeah, this valley is blessed with probably the best keepers in the state. At the girls' age, I mean, Miss Fry, Miss Hughes from Wenatchee, definitely as good as it gets for keepers at this age.
Left-footed shot by Brown, and Miss Fernandez with the stop. 71-23 on the clock. Folks, I'd like to steal 30 seconds away from you, and this is just me talking. I'm not talking on behalf of anybody. This is our third game back, and it looks like we're going to keep on doing these broadcasts. It looks like...
Oh, sorry about that, everybody.
We're going to keep having these games. We just heard a couple of days ago that the Mariners will have fans, the Sounders will have fans, OL Reign will have fans, so... We seem to be turning some kind of corner, and I wanted to take this opportunity to thank all the people from first responders, emergency preparedness, paramedics, doctors, nurses, grocery store clerks, everybody who put it on the line for us across this wonderful state and across this nation, day in and day out, during these very, very long months of the pandemic. Our deepest thanks, our deepest appreciation to all of you for keeping keeping the wagon moving throughout some really, really rough terrain. Now it seems to be like we're having some better days ahead. We don't want to forget what you did for all of us. That's right, knock on wood. Absolutely, absolutely. So a very, very big thank you to all of you who put it on the line for us, kept us going, and made it. Oh my goodness, what a shot! Oh, what a shot and what a save by Fernandez. What? I interrupted myself. I'm gonna be really quick in ending this. Our deepest thanks once again to all of you. Corner kick.
That had basically like the last 30 seconds of the first half written all over it again.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was quite the shot.
A deceptive ball. I thought for a minute Miss Flanagan was going to get a touch on that and just put it to rest. And good job by the keeper getting a toe or a finger on it.
Yeah. The defensive maneuver there, the header by number 11, Cassidy Gillespie, sending it to another corner kick, 73-37 on the clock.
From the Apple Bowl.
Go right ahead, please, sir.
They're playing 90s there, and it's still in the second half, 2-1 Wenatchee FC, just pulling ahead of the first-placed Washington East with Tyler Wisen on the go-ahead goal so far.
All right. Go Wisen.
Get a third corner kick here.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. They're going right after that third tally. Let's see if they get it. 2-0 the lead for Eastmont over the Kodiaks, I beg your pardon. And in a couple of minutes here, let me tell you about this corner kick first. That was a handball there. The shot cleared away. Still in the box.
None of the players arguing for it, so it could have definitely just been a visual or optical illusion. Of course, these players are very good sports, and I haven't seen a whole lot of intentional deception going on out there.
True. Just a reminder, folks, on March 16th at 6:50 p.m., Quincy at Eastmont. Girls Soccer will be right here, Matt Wisen and myself. Then on the 19th, and there goes Miss Klinkenberg, her right arm on a sling, getting a nice little bit of an ovation there. Very deserving. Waving at her friends. She seems to be in fairly good spirits. I mean, as much as we can see from up here.
Yeah, hopefully it's just a little sprain, and being conservative and
playing it safe.
We'll see her back here soon, hopefully.
Right-footed shot, cleared away. Past Brown, and the shot by Praser goes wide. As we were saying, Friday, March 19th, 6:30 p.m. is the Parable Cascade against Kashmir in Kashmir, with the football game with Eric Grandstrom on the call with Grant Olson. Then on March 20th, Wenatchee at Eastmont Soccer, the Battle of the Bridge, but soccer style, at 12:50 p.m. on March the 20th. And then on Wednesday, March 24th, volleyball, Moses Lake at Eastmont, 6:50 p.m. with Eric Grandstrom on the call.
Yeah, congratulations to the Wildcats last night on their victory over Wenatchee on the American football side of the pitch.
My son, I don't know what. Well, it's just he's a little weirder, just like his father. He was so distraught. You will not believe what happened. Wenatchee played Eastmont and we didn't see it.
I was on NCWLIFE.
I know.
NCWLIFE
I know. He was right to be upset.
Mr. Grandstrom on the call.
But the problem is, it's at 7 p.m. That's right there with like
that's your bedtime.
My bedtime. I wish.
You finished your night of cribbage, or what's the? I'm trying to make fun of your age.
I know.
I can't remember that old card game that I have in my head that old people play.
Pinochle, Mahjong, Canasta. Anyway.
It's getting about your dinner time here pretty soon.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. So it was 7 p.m. and it's right around bedtime and bath time for the kid.
you know, I think I was about pretty much ready for bed last night at 7, but then I did the old person thing and woke up at midnight and couldn't fall asleep again for another 2 or 3 hours, and got to watch some excellent infomercials.
Oh my
Everybody needs another perfect brownie maker. Or
of course,
like that,
yeah, brownie maker, the Ginsu knife, and did you ever get to see one of those Miss Cleo commercials? No? Okay.
No.
All right. 78 minutes, 5 seconds. The clock on the south end of the field will probably come to a stop here, and we will be left to our own devices here. Technically speaking, of course, it's the referee who determines when this contest will end, but it's a 2-0 lead for Eastmont against the Cascade Kodiaks. In this beautiful blue sky day in East Wenatchee. Good open ball that time. Praiser shot across. Oh my goodness. Top class maneuver. What a touch that time. And it was Ms. Riley Fisher sinking it in with all the calm in the world, making it 3-0. What a move.
It took a tricky little hop right before it got to Miss Fisher, and she was wide open, had all the time in the world, but usually those are the toughest ones to put away. You have too much time to think about it.
Exactly,
but,
absolutely.
Calm, cool, collected, and sent that ball where it belongs.
Don't forget, folks, after the game is over, we will have interviews with the coaches, and we will have the player of the game as chosen by the coaching staffs.
Yeah, we changed that up a little bit this go around.
Certainly did. We certainly did.
Thinking that a lot of times there's players on the pitch that have things going on that the audience and ourselves really don't have any clue what they've had to deal with to get out on the field that day, and what might look like an average performance was actually almost a superhuman performance, dealing with they had so much stuff to overcome to just get to that point.
That's right. In other
coaches
words,
know that, and we don't always know that. So
there are a lot of things, there are a lot of factors that they're familiar with that we may not be. So we're going to, that's what led the decision of letting the coaching staffs pick the player of the game. Plus, we don't want the angry phone calls.
Well, if you are calling, just call Sebastian. We'll put your phone number up here.
Absolutely. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. The clock has indeed stopped. The referee will take care of the time.
That was 3 or 4 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, he's making, I don't know if it's the peace sign or the victory sign. To me, it's 2 minutes, 2 more minutes of action here. It was the injury to Miss Klinkenberg. That caused a slight delay. Paige Fisher, Riley Fisher, good through ball that time. This could be interesting. Good ball. Get past the goalkeeper. Is anybody going to sink it in? Nobody is.
Good job by the defense.
Excellent job. Yeah.
As tough as you can play an opponent without
fouling them.
Without fouling
them.
I mean, walking that line, there's a handball. But nope, we're not going to get it called in yet. Yeah, as close as you can play without actually drawing a penalty, and they did that perfectly.
Handball call. Now, enlighten me, Matt. Is there any circumstance in which a handball inside the box could end up not being a penalty kick?
Yeah, keeper. So a pass back to the keeper, they handle the ball. Passes back that come off anything other than like a head or a chest can't be handled by the keeper unless they're deflected and stuff like that. So that's an indirect
free kick
kick from inside the box.
Yeah. And there's the whistle that tells us that this one goes in the books with Eastmont. defeating the Cascade Kodiaks by a score of 3-0. When we come back, we'll have interviews with the coaches and the players of the game. You won't want to miss it. This is NCW.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs in a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue or visit online at savemart.net.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance. Take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
Wenatchee Power Sports not only has a new owner, but an all-new attitude to match. Speaking of attitude, check out the 2021 models arriving now. Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. Yamaha motorcycles, watercraft, ATVs, and side-by-sides. KTM motorcycles, and the latest edition Beta high-performance motorcycles. Coming this fall, a huge demo event featuring the latest and hottest off-road machines. It's all at the retuned Wenatchee Power Sports, where maximum performance is a way of life. 3031 GS Center Road in North Wenatchee, open Tuesday through Saturday.
Don't worry, all the fun is around the corner. There's no better time to get ready than now with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa Spring Sale. Stock Up and Save sale is now going on in-store and online at bluelagoonpoolandspa.com. Even pool heaters are on sale. Financing available upon approval. Credit 24-month, no interest with equal payments. Stop by today or order online at bluelagoonpoolandspa.com. Free water testing available in-store or curbside. Going on now through June 1st.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available in the GMC Sierra.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. or try their laser shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Eastmont High School, where we have just witnessed the game between the Cascade Kodiaks and the Eastmont Wildcats. Right next to me is the head coach of the Cascade Kodiaks, Javier Reina, and the player of the game for the Kodiaks, Stella Johnson. Hello to both of you. First of all, Stella, come right up, please. It's all right. A little more, one more. There we go. There we go. There we go. Stella, congratulations. My first question to you is, one miscue here, one miscue there, and this is a much closer game. What was it that you guys did today that I think worked the best in your opinion?
I think the first half we came out a little slow, but as soon as we picked it up the second half and started not only winning the balls but holding them, then we started playing a lot better, put some more chances towards the goal.
And what needs to be cleaned up between now and your next game?
Just learning how to come out hard right away and finding our players and finishing.
All right. Thank you very much, Stella. If you allow me to bring this young gentleman here, Javier Reina. Well, it was a war of attrition in the first half. It was a different story in the second half. What are the positives you're walking away with here in the first and after this game in East Wenatchee?
Well, we definitely have more possession of the ball, I can say, compared to the game that we had against Wenatchee. We're working really hard to get the ball, but then we're losing it pretty easy on our first touch. So that's something that we need to improve. Yeah, once we win the ball, keep possession of the ball.
And what do you attribute that? Is it the youth of the team that's conspiring against them a little bit?
No, it's just still not being able to be outside, the grass, getting used to being outside. That's what I think we need to work more.
Yeah. You're working again in a very short span of time. You're having to put a team on the field, no?
Yeah, also that too. We had been on the gym. We had been only a couple times outside, so that's why the girls, it takes longer to get those touches going on. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, what's ahead for you guys?
Our next game is Moses Lake at home, but because the field is not ready, we still have a little bit of snow. We're going to play on the Wenatchee Apple Bowl.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Coach. Thank you. That was the head coach of the Cascade Kodiaks. When we come back, we have a shorter interview with Villaldo Hurtado, head coach of the Eastmont Wildcats, and a whole lot more. This is NCW Live Channel. Don't go away.
At Earthwise Pet, we take an all-natural approach to wellness and nutrition. Our professional certified groomers were trained by the best in the Pacific Northwest. Our staff here at Earthwise Pet are all certified in pet nutrition. We are here to help you select the perfect food, supplement, and anything else you may need to make sure your pet is living its best and most healthy life. Earthwise Pet, Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. Online or in the store, we are here for you.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
Wenatchee Power Sports not only has a new owner, but an all-new attitude to match. Speaking of attitude, check out the 2021 models arriving now. Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs and side-by-sides. Yamaha motorcycles, watercraft ATVs and side-by-sides. KTM motorcycles and the latest edition Beta high-performance motorcycles. Coming this fall, a huge demo event featuring the latest and hottest off-road machines. It's all at the retuned Wenatchee Power Sports, where maximum performance is a way of life. 3031 GS Center Road in North Wenatchee, open Tuesday through Saturday.
Eastmont High School, where we just witnessed the Eastmont Wildcats take this one over the Cascade Kodiaks by a score of 3-0. Next to me are the players of the game for the Eastmont side. First, Annalise Baumann, did I get that right? And Kendall Flanagan, did I get that right? All right, cool. First of all, Annalise, congratulations on another performance, another fine performance. To what do you attribute this strong start by your team?
I mean, the girls have really meshed well this year and just working hard together and just really trying to fight through all the problems and COVID in this year, and we've just really worked together as a team.
How would you describe the level of chemistry, the level of communication between the girls, or rather among the girls?
I would say it's great. We've definitely improved since last year, and you can obviously tell on the field, we play super well together, and it's fun to watch.
All right. Now, what about Cascade today gave you trouble, if anything at all?
They definitely had their midfield pressured us really quickly, and we didn't have a good start. Just our passing, we didn't connect well today, and their pressure was intense, and we just got rattled off the bat, and yeah.
All right. And what worked well for you guys today?
We definitely did well on passing, I would say, after, our little mix-up. But we communicated well, and then we finished through on our goals. We had a lot of good touches on the ball. And, yeah, overall, I think we did fine.
All right. Now, Wisen, others?
First things first, congratulations, players. Definitely, we noticed, or we went with a little direction, letting the coach choose the player of the game. But both Mr. Sebastian and myself, Mr. Sebastian, agreed. We were talking to ourselves that we would have both picked you two as well. And your leadership on the field was really showing today, and your stick-to-itiveness, like you were saying that you were having some issues in the first half, but definitely rebounded quickly. Coach, maybe first after that, how's your player doing that went down in the second half?
I believe that when she went down, somebody landed on her, and we're looking at a shoulder injury probably. I'm not sure if it's a clavicle, broken bone, or something like that, so she'll get assessed, but it's probably a serious injury, so have to see what we can do with that.
We're all hoping for the best outcome there possible, and it's always hard to watch a player go down. Now, your upcoming opponent, and with all the success, what's your challenges that you might see coming into that game?
I just want to continue to see our girls develop on the ground game, stay in control of the game, keeping the tempo, managing the game is our challenge. I don't necessarily look to see who's up against us. I want to see that we continue to grow as a program, as a team, and for us that is our capability to play on the ground. Our defensive game is good. We got to continue to grow in our transition game, win the ball and play out and play on the ground and up. Be vertical, get to the goal, but under control. So we got to continue to grow in that area. Our fitness is it's not there yet, but that's partly due to our situation with the pandemic. So they continue to play hard, and biggest challenge is just make sure that we continue to grow and focus on ourselves as we go along.
Well, it sure has been fun watching you guys progress throughout the years and now the season. So congratulations, players.
Thank you.
All right, thank you to all three of them, Kendall Flanagan, Annalise Baumann, and head coach Vidal Hurtado. When we come back, we have the final thoughts to say goodbye to this wonderful, wonderful day of soccer here at East Wenatchee. Don't go away.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
equal side of today's game between the Kodiaks of Cascade and the Wildcats of Eastmont, with Eastmont taking this one by a score of 3-0. And the beat goes on, Matt Wisen. Eastmont off to a great start, and Cascade learning some tough lessons along the way today. They didn't play badly, but they found themselves a little bit on the short-handed side, shall we say. They struggled to bring some opportunities on goal, and by the time it was all over, it was a well-deserved victory for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we touched on the challenges that Cascade's facing a little bit in the booth earlier, and like Coach Reyna was saying, when you can't practice on a full-size pitch, let alone outdoors,
forget about it.
It is extremely difficult. The one thing that I would recommend, and as a coach, you always have a tendency to want to do, take your list of to-do list and do it all at once. Find the priorities, stick to one thing, get it mastered, move on to the next. Little baby steps here, but they are showing improvements.
Absolutely.
Now, on the other hand, Eastmont, what do you say? They're just rolling still. They picked, I hate to say it, but they picked right up where they left off back in their late deep run at state. And even though they've got some new players, it's this next person up kind of a scenario for them. And, they're having fun and doing well.
And perhaps the fact that deep run didn't go as deep as they have wanted to is a sort of motivation for them this time around, no?
Oh, definitely. And sometimes, you can't expect to win state your first go at it. Usually, it sets the stage for a couple of years down the road, and the players that get there that can transfer that knowledge onto the younger players at an earlier period. By the time they're seniors and that class comes up, is usually when they make a deep run at it. So we'll see what's going on. Eastmont's done a really good job of putting together a quality coaching staff, and built some good momentum. So it's going to be fun watching them going forward.
Oh, you said it. It's going to be fun watching them. It was fun watching them today. So on behalf of everyone involved, I hope you had as good a time as we did. I'm Sebastian Moraga. This is Matt Wisen saying thank you very much for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5, into the...
Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Power Sports, Earthwise Pet, and Chelan Douglas Casa. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.